Across our world, scattered amongst the bustling cities and quiet landscapes, stand monuments of extraordinary scale and profound significance. These are not mere buildings of stone and glass, but sanctuaries born from the deepest wellsprings of human devotion and artistic genius. They are architectural ecosystems, each uniquely adapted to its cultural and spiritual environment, yet all sharing a common purpose: to lift the human spirit towards the heavens. Welcome to Mindful Wanderer Nature, Travel, and Meditation. Today we embark on a remarkable pilgrimage, a journey not measured in miles but in moments of awe and quiet contemplation, as we explore the most magnificent churches on our planet. Our journey begins here, at the threshold of the sacred. These structures represent the collective ambition of entire generations, a testament to what humanity can achieve when driven by a shared, transcendent vision. For centuries, they have served as beacons, drawing pilgrims, scholars, artists, and the curious from every corner of the globe. They are chronicles of history, their very walls whispering tales of emperors and artisans, of conflict and of peace. Here, in the interplay of light and shadow, in the soaring arches and intricate carvings, we find a universal language, one that speaks not just of faith, but of our enduring quest for meaning and beauty in a complex world. These are more than just places of worship. They are living museums, repositories of some of the most sublime creations ever conceived by the human hand. Within their hallowed halls, we discover masterpieces that have defined entire eras of art history, from the delicate brushstrokes of a Renaissance fresco to the kaleidoscopic brilliance of a Gothic stained glass window. Each element, from the grandest dome to the smallest mosaic tile, was placed with intention, designed to evoke a sense of wonder and guide the soul towards introspection. They are grand symphonies of form, color, and light, composed over centuries to inspire reverence. So, let us quiet our minds and open our hearts to the wonders that await. Allow yourself to be transported across continents and through the annals of time. We invite you to let your mind and spirit wander freely through these heavenly masterpieces, to feel the cool stone beneath your feet, to gaze up at ceilings that seem to touch the sky, and to listen to the echoes of prayers that still resonate within these sacred spaces. This is a journey to the very heart of human creativity and spiritual expression, an exploration of places that continue to shape our world and inspire our souls. At the heart of Vatican City stands St. Peter's Basilica, a monumental statement of faith and a masterpiece of architecture. Its vast embrace welcomes pilgrims and visitors from around the world. Believed to be the resting place of St. Peter, the first pope, this sacred ground is steeped in centuries of devotion. Inside, light streams through high windows, illuminating marble floors and breathtaking art, a universe of faith and creativity. Michelangelo's dome soars above, a symbol of the connection between earth and the divine. Beneath it, Bernini's baldacchino marks St. Peter's tomb, a masterpiece of Baroque artistry. And in a quiet chapel, Michelangelo's Pieta radiates profound beauty and sorrow. St. Peter's Basilica is a living gallery, where faith, history, and art inspire awe in every visitor. Rising from the heart of Barcelona, the Sagrada Família is Antoni Gaudi's unfinished symphony, a dream in stone that seems to grow, not just stand. Its spires and columns evoke a living forest, reaching skyward with organic energy. Inside, columns branch like trees, sunlight pours through stained glass, and color transforms the space into a spiritual kaleidoscope. Every facade tells a story: joyful nativity, stark passion, each detail rich with symbolism. Still unfinished, the basilica is a living testament to faith, creativity, and hope, an ever-evolving masterpiece inspiring generations. On Ile de la Cité, Notre-Dame de Paris rises above the Seine, a cathedral woven from history, faith, and ambition. Its twin towers have watched over Paris for centuries, guardians of memory and symbols of sacred endurance. Here, Gothic genius lets stone soar. Pointed arches and flying buttresses fill the space with light, not just stone. Gargoyles and chimeras, both protectors and rainspouts, watch over the city and its people. Inside, rose windows cast vibrant colors, telling stories in glass and bathing the nave in sacred light. In 2019, fire threatened to silence this heartbeat, but from the ashes, hope and restoration rose. Today, Notre Dame's rebirth is a testament to resilience, faith, and the enduring spirit of humanity. In the heart of Jerusalem stands the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, a place revered by millions. Its unassuming exterior hides a labyrinth of chapels and shrines, all under one roof. Here, tradition holds, the most pivotal events of Christianity unfolded. The air is thick with incense, candlelight, and whispered prayers in many languages. At its heart lies the edicule, built over Jesus' tomb, where Christians believe the resurrection occurred. Ascend to Calvary, the site of the crucifixion, where pilgrims touch the ancient stone in reverence. Nearby, the stone of anointing draws prayers and tears from visitors worldwide. The church's layered architecture tells a story of faith, resilience, and centuries of devotion. For many, this is the threshold between heaven and earth, a place where the divine touched the world. At the southern end of Moscow's Red Square, a structure of almost impossible whimsy erupts from the ground. This is St. Basil's Cathedral, a building that seems to have sprung not from an architect's blueprint but from the pages of a fairy tale. Its collection of onion domes, each one unique in its color, pattern, and texture, creates a spectacle of joyful exuberance. It is a building that defies architectural convention, a riot of shape and color that stands as one of the most recognizable and beloved symbols of Russia, a landmark that is both a place of worship and a national icon. Commissioned in the mid-16th century by Ivan the Terrible to commemorate his military conquest of Kazan and Astrakhan, the cathedral's design is shrouded in mystery. The identity of its architect, Postnik Yakovlev, is known, but little else. A persistent legend claims that Ivan was so overwhelmed by the beauty of the finished cathedral that he had Yakovlev blinded, to ensure that he could never again create a work of such magnificent splendor. While likely apocryphal, the story speaks to the profound impact the building had and continues to have on all who see it. It is a masterpiece born of a turbulent era. The cathedral is not a single large church but a clever agglomeration of 9 separate chapels built on a single foundation. The central chapel, dedicated to the intercession of the Virgin, is the tallest, rising like a tented roof towards the sky. Around it, 8 smaller chapels are arranged, each one aligned with a point on the compass, and commemorating a decisive battle in the Kazan campaign. This unique layout creates a complex and fascinating interior, a labyrinth of passages and small, intimate spaces, a stark contrast to the unified grand exteriors of many Western cathedrals. The vibrant colors we see today are not entirely original. The cathedral was initially constructed of red brick and white stone, with its domes likely gilded in gold. Over the centuries, however, it has been painted and repainted in the dazzling, multicolored scheme that has become its signature. This evolution reflects the changing tastes of Russian culture and a love for bold, expressive decoration. The patterns on the domes, swirls, stripes, and diamond shapes give the structure an almost edible quality, like a collection of fantastic spun sugar confections rising against the often gray Moscow sky. To step inside St. Basil's is to leave the vast, open expanse of Red Square and enter a world of intimate, enclosed spaces. The interior is a maze of narrow, winding corridors and low-vaulted chapels, each one a sanctuary in its own right. The walls are covered in a rich tapestry of floral and geometric patterns, a style of ornamentation that flourished in the 17th century. This intricate decoration, combined with the dim lighting, creates a mysterious and contemplative atmosphere, encouraging visitors to explore its hidden corners and discover the beauty held within each individual chapel. Unlike the grand, open naves of Gothic cathedrals designed for large congregations, the chapels of St. Basil's are small and personal. Each is adorned with its own iconostasis, a screen of religious icons that separates the sanctuary from the main body of the chapel. These icons, painted with profound spiritual depth, gaze out from the walls, creating a sense of being in the presence of the saints. The experience is not one of being overwhelmed by scale, but of being drawn into a series of deeply personal encounters with sacred art in a uniquely Russian Orthodox style. The cathedral's official name is the Cathedral of the Intercession of the Most Holy Theotokos on the Mont, but it is almost universally known by its popular name St. Basil's. This is in honor of Basil the Blessed, a local holy fool who was revered by the Muscovites and even by Ivan the Terrible himself. Basil was buried in the grounds of the original church on this site, and a 10th chapel was later added over his grave to honor him. This connection to a local saint, a man of the people, has perhaps contributed to the deep affection in which the cathedral is held by Russians. Today, St. Basil's functions primarily as a museum, a division of the State Historical Museum, yet it has not entirely lost its sacred character. Orthodox services are occasionally held in one of its chapels, reconnecting the building to its original purpose. It stands as a complex monument, a symbol of national pride, a masterpiece of architectural imagination, and a historical testament to a faith that has shaped the Russian soul. It is a fairy tale castle that is also a church, a place where the boundaries between the earthly and the divine seem to blur in a whirlwind of color and form. In the heart of Milan, the Duomo di Milano rises, a breathtaking cathedral carved from glowing Candolia marble. Its forest of spires and intricate Gothic details reach skyward, a testament to centuries of devotion and artistry. Over 3,400 statues, saints, prophets, and gargoyles adorn its surfaces, each telling a silent story. Ascend to the rooftop terraces, and you walk among marble pinnacles, gazing over Milan from a celestial vantage. At the summit, the golden Madonnina shines, watching over the city, a beacon of hope and faith. The Duomo di Milano is more than a monument, it is a living masterpiece, inspiring awe and elevating the soul. In the heart of St. Petersburg, the Church of the Savior on Spilled Blood rises in vibrant color along the Griboyedov Canal, a fairy tale vision with a tragic past. Built on the site where Tsar Alexander II was assassinated, its swirling onion domes and intricate mosaics celebrate Russian faith and identity. Every inch of the facade dazzles with colorful tiles and detailed mosaics, telling stories of sorrow and splendor. Inside, over 7,000 square meters of mosaics create a breathtaking, immersive world of sacred art. Born from tragedy, this church stands as a testament to the power of art and faith to transform suffering into enduring beauty and hope. Here, on the coast of Normandy, where the sea meets the land in a dramatic, ever-shifting embrace, stands a structure born of both human devotion and the formidable power of nature. This is Mont Saint-Michel, an abbey that does not merely occupy a location, but seems to emerge from the very elements themselves. For over 1,000 years it has watched the tides surge and retreat, a solitary sentinel crowned with spires that pierce the sky. Its existence is a testament to the enduring drive to create places of sanctity in the most challenging of environments, a beacon of faith against the vast, untamed canvas of the ocean. The approach to the abbey is a journey in itself, a pilgrimage dictated by the rhythm of the moon and the sea. At low tide, vast sandbanks are exposed, shimmering under the sun, creating a temporary land bridge to a world apart. But as the waters return, they reclaim the landscape with astonishing speed, transforming the Mount into a true island, isolated and mystical. This daily drama has shaped the lives of all who have come here, from the medieval monks who sought solitude to the modern visitor who experiences a profound sense of separation from the mainland, a feeling of entering a realm where time itself seems to flow differently. The architectural genius on display is a direct response to this unique environment. The abbey is not a single building, but a complex layered structure that clings to the granite cone of the island, rising in a magnificent spiral towards the heavens. Each hall, cloister and chapel was meticulously engineered to support the weight of the levels above it, a vertical village dedicated to contemplation and prayer. It is a masterpiece of medieval engineering, a fortress of faith that had to be as resilient as it was beautiful, built to withstand not just the elements but the sieges of man. One can only imagine the sheer willpower required to construct such a marvel. Enormous blocks of granite were quarried on the mainland and ferried across the treacherous bay, then hauled up the steep inclines by rudimentary cranes and sheer human strength. This was not merely construction, it was an act of collective devotion, a physical manifestation of a spiritual aspiration. Each stone, placed with precision and care, tells a story of immense labor, unwavering belief, and the human capacity to achieve the seemingly impossible in the pursuit of the divine. To step inside the abbey is to enter a world of stone and silence, where the clamor of the outside world fades into a distant memory. The air is cool and still, thick with the weight of centuries. Sunlight filters through narrow Romanesque windows, casting long, solemn shadows across the stone floors, illuminating dusk motes dancing in the silent air. The very atmosphere encourages a quietening of the spirit, a turning inward. Here in these hallowed halls, the echoes of 1,000 years of Gregorian chants seem to linger, a subtle vibration that resonates deep within the soul of the visitor. The cloister, suspended between the church and the sky, is perhaps the most ethereal space in this vertical monastery. It is an impossible garden, a place of serene beauty built atop the immense weight of the halls below. Slender, delicate columns frame breathtaking views of the bay, creating a seamless connection between the inner world of contemplation and the vast outer world of nature. It was here that the monks would walk, meditate, and find solace, their quiet footsteps a rhythmic counterpoint to the distant cry of gulls and the murmur of the ever-present sea. Beyond its spiritual significance, Mont Saint-Michel has also been a symbol of power and resilience. It stood unbreached during the 100 Years' War, its fortified walls and strategic location making it an impregnable stronghold. Later, during the French Revolution, it was repurposed into a prison, its isolated nature serving a grim new purpose. This complex history adds layers of meaning to the stones. They have witnessed not only prayer and piety but also conflict, imprisonment, and the full spectrum of human experience, making the abbey a powerful chronicle of civilization itself. Today, as pilgrims and tourists ascend the winding path to the summit, they are participating in a ritual that has remained unchanged for centuries. They are drawn by the abbey's mystical allure, its architectural grandeur, and the profound sense of peace that pervades its ancient walls. Mont Saint-Michel remains a place of power, a spiritual magnet that pulls us away from the mundane and invites us to contemplate the enduring relationship between humanity, nature, and the eternal quest for meaning in a world of constant change. Deep within southern Colombia, the Guaitara River Canyon cuts a dramatic path through the earth. Here, faith and nature meet in the astonishing Las Lajas Sanctuary, a Gothic marvel bridging the canyon itself. Legend tells of a miraculous image of the Virgin Mary appearing on the rock, transforming this remote place into a sacred site. Pilgrims come from afar, leaving plaques of gratitude for prayers answered and miracles received. At the heart of the sanctuary lies the mysterious image, its colors embedded deep within the stone. Las Lajas stands as a bridge between earth and sky, a testament to enduring faith and the possibility of miracles. Our journey through these sacred wonders reveals a profound and universal truth. These magnificent churches, abbeys, and cathedrals are so much more than mere buildings constructed of stone, glass, and wood. They are soul spaces. They are the physical embodiments of humanity's deepest yearnings for connection, for meaning, and for a presence greater than ourselves. Each arch, dome, and spire is a testament not just to architectural ambition, but to a spiritual aspiration that has been shared across continents and through the grand sweep of history, a desire to create a sanctuary for the human soul. Within these hallowed walls, the stories of civilizations are written. They are chronicles of faith and doubt, of war and peace, of artistic genius and communal effort. From the defiant dome of St. Peter's to the resilient heart of Notre-Dame, they tell us who we were and who we strive to be. They are living museums of our collective past and vibrant centers of our present, celebrating the divine in a language of breathtaking beauty that transcends cultural and linguistic barriers, speaking directly to the core of our shared human experience. Ultimately, these sacred spaces invite us to do one simple thing: to look up. We look up in awe at the sheer scale of their construction, at the intricate dance of light through a stained glass window, at a spire that seems to dissolve into the clouds. And in doing so, we are also invited to look up in a different way, in faith, in hope, and in wonder. They encourage a shift in perspective, a moment of contemplation that lifts us, however briefly, from the concerns of our daily lives to the contemplation of the eternal. They remind us that the world is filled with places of profound peace and astonishing beauty, waiting to be discovered. These structures are not just destinations on a map, they are invitations to embark on an inner journey. They stand as enduring proof that the human spirit, when guided by faith and inspired by a vision of the divine, is capable of creating wonders that can stir the soul and stand for all time, beckoning the mindful wanderer to come and find solace within their walls.